What up? It's your boy T-Bird here when me looking into some new equipment as well too. You know me, I love to take a look at and look at new equipment, whether it's curiosity or possibly buy as well too. This one is definitely more so a curiosity. I never knew for Fender to make electronic, I guess you say, instruments like these as well too. Whether it's like almost like drum machines or MIDI pads, stuff like that. So this is something new to see right here as well too, called the Fender motion controllers. Which, and true, we're going to take a look at the introduction of it and the demo and key feature of it as well too, of both the motion controllers 16 and 32. So as you know, Fender is a well-known music instrument company as well too. Best known for their guitars and for guitar and bass as well too. So this is definitely something out of the ordinary of them as well too. Moving into, so this is interesting to see them moving to this kind of range as well too, when it comes to like stuff like controllers and music production tools, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Fender motion controllers. Let's get it. Like the dog. Let's get into what first of all, let me see what's the price for this. Anyway, let's get into the key feature of the motions as well too though, and we'll take a look at the prices of these as well. Anyway, let's get it.
What's up? I'm Jan Hunter Jr. and today we're exploring the Fender Motion 16 and Motion 32 expressive pad controllers designed to put Fender Studio Pro right at your fingertips. You'll notice a difference in layout between the 16 and 32. The 16 has a more traditional 4x4 pad layout, which will be familiar to most beat makers and producers out there, while the 32 is laid out more like a traditional keyboard. Navigate tracks, mixer channels, and instruments directly from the controller, so you're always in command as your ideas take shape.
I would say
managing tracks.
I would say it's like more so like the old school drum machine, like the 808s and all that, how they usually are in a way to me, but but his little tip is pretty cool.
Motion is quick and easy. To do that, you can hit the add button right over here and the menu pops up. This is where you can select instrument, an effect, audio, or note effects. If you want to select an instrument, you can use your main encoder and scroll to select which instrument you would like. Let's say you would like to load up an acoustic piano. You can use your main encoder and click And now you have a piano track. Now, if you want to replace this instrument, you can use your main encoder and scroll to a different instrument and press replace. Now, just use the preset up or preset down arrows to scroll through options. It's fast, intuitive, and it keeps you in the groove. Want to shift the whole pad layout up or down an octave? Hit the octave up or octave down buttons. These transpose everything by an octave.
Nice.
Volume control is right at your fingertips as well. On Motion 16, the far left encoder is your track volume.
Okay.
Select the track with your navigation arrows and turn that encoder to dial it in. The screen even shows metering, solo, and mute status while you adjust.
Okay.
Found a preset you love but want more control? That's where Control Link comes in. With your instrument or effect in focus, the encoders now control the plugin parameters in real time.
Nice.
Fender Studio Pro's autofill assigns the default parameters automatically, so you're shaping your sound instantly. Got more parameters than encoders? No problem.
Okay.
Turn the screen encoder clockwise or counterclockwise to flip between pages or banks of controls.
Oh, wow.
Each page is labeled on the screen so you always know where you are, which is super handy when you're tweaking complex instruments.
Right.
When you're in Impact or Sample 1, you get a special sampler mode. This gives you fine control over individual samples, scroll, zoom, move start and end points, fade in and out, and loop markers. Everything is under your fingers so you can sculpt your sounds live. Press the screen button labeled Insert to make sure the insert is in focus. Then press the screen encoder, turn it to cycle through the inserts, and press again to focus on the insert that you want. All right, let's talk touch strips. On Motion 16, you've got the one strip. Slide right to bend pitch up,
Nice.
left to bend down, or just tap anywhere for an instant jump. Hold shift and tap to toggle between pitch bend, which will be blue, and mod wheel, which will be amber.
Nice.
Now in Motion 32, you've got two strips
two
and a
strips,
different
yeah.
orientation, but the idea is still the same. Slide, tap, and shift tap to switch modes, giving you twice the ways to shape your sound.
Nice.
All right, let's talk note layouts. This is where Motion really starts to feel like an instrument in your hands. On Motion 16, the pads are laid out chromatically: C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and so on, across 8 banks of 16 pads. Motion starts at MIDI note 36, C2, instead of 0. So you're right on a playable range from the get-go,
okay.
just like most other drum machines. Now in Motion 32, the pads follow a chromatic layout as well, but arranged more like a piano. White keys on the bottom row, black keys on the top row,
Nice.
with LEDs turned off where the black keys don't exist. Pads start at MIDI note C2, keeping you in a playable range instead of starting at the very bottom of the MIDI spectrum. You can adjust the starting note if you want, just like shifting a smaller keyboard controller. Now, if you want to stay in key, hit the scale button. By default, you're in C major, but you can change the scale or key in just a few twists of the encoder. The pads light up to show you which notes are in the scale.
Oh, okay.
That way you can't hit a wrong note while you're locked in. Perfect for experimenting or jamming.
That is perfect for that too, because sometimes I'm not sure all does that, but yeah, that's a perfect right there. Just the perfect way to set that up as well too, so you make no mistakes right there. That's pretty perfect.
Without worrying about mistakes. Want to
Right,
switch off lock
exactly.
mode? You can flip over to guide mode, and the notes inside the scale stay bright, while the notes outside of the scale dim, giving you visual hints without restricting your
even better.
creativity. All right, let's talk about chord modes. Hit the chord button and Motion drops you into famous chord mode. Here, you can play chord progressions from popular songs with just one pad press. The pads even change colors to indicate different chords in a progression.
Sounds good right there, we just did.
Prefer something simpler? Switch to simple chords. Motion will assign in-key diatonic chords or intervals to each pad, giving you instant harmony without having to think about the theory behind it. Whether you're running chromatic, scales, or chords, Motion puts everything under your fingertips. All right, let's talk about how Motion responds to your touch. This is where your playing really comes alive. Every pad reacts to how hard or soft you strike it. Hit it hard,
Of course.
it gets loud.
It's like a piano.
Tap it lightly, it gets soft. Simple, right? But there are two special modes that give you full control. First up, fixed velocity.
Of course.
Hit the fixed button and suddenly every note or chord you play comes out at the same loudness by default. Maximum velocity 127. Perfect for triggering loops or samples where you want consistency every time. All right, next up is velocity mode. This one's dope. Pick a note and Motion maps it across the pads with different velocities, from softest to loudest.
That's pretty
So for
cool.
example, I have a hi-hat right here.
Yeah.
We can hit the 16 button, and now this stretches the dynamics of this
Yeah.
hi-hat all across the 16 pads. So this gives us
16
more of a
like
human
NPC.
feel by adding
Nice.
these dynamics. This is a really dope
Oh.
feature for giving you a more natural feel in your arrangements. Want a sequence instead of just playing? Motion lets you create patterns straight from the pads. No mouse required.
Of course.
Hold shift, tap plus pattern, and you drop the 1-bar pattern at the cursor in the timeline. Editing is easy. Select your pattern, press the edit button, and the pads flip into sequencing mode. You'll see which steps are active, which have accents, and which are quiet. Tap a pad to add or remove a note, or tap and hold one pad while pressing another to tie notes across multiple steps. Want accents? Hit the fix button, tap a step, and Motion takes care of the rest.
Nice.
Need more than 16 steps? Use the encoder or left and right arrows to scroll through banks of steps. Need a variation of your pattern? Shift and duplicate variation makes a copy. Want a fresh start? Shift and plus variation drops an empty sequence ready to go. To get repeating hits like hi-hats or snare rolls on Motion 16, activate note repeat. The A through H buttons become your repeat rates, and every note you hit repeats in sync with the metronome. When you're ready to capture your magic, Motion's transport section is at your fingertips. You can start, stop, record, tap tempo, even navigate the timeline with the encoders. And here's the sneaky part: retrospective record. Motion is always listening. So if you just play something killer without recording, hit retro and Studio Pro grabs it.
That's
exactly
nice.
where you played
That
it.
is not.
Quick.
That is something nice because you be just. You can be just jamming some stuff, thinking you got I did. Then I was like, oh, this sounds pretty good, but I didn't hit record. That sounds pretty cool to do right there. I think.
No, having the metronome on will achieve the best results. Finally, while you're jamming or recording, you can adjust track volumes on the fly with the encoders.
Okay.
Mix mode gives you control over 8 channels at a time. Solo, mute, or tweak multiple tracks at once.
Wow, okay.
It's all right there under your hands.
That's pretty cool.
Dive in, experiment, and let your music flow. Your next track is just a tap away. I'm Jan Hunter Jr. Thank you for checking out Fender Motion with me. You can learn more at fender.com.
All right, so yeah, this is a good little piece of equipment they got going on right here, and it's pretty affordable too. Both the 16 is 260, 270, while the 32 is only just 33, $330. $330 though, for real. Like it's not like crazy expensive, but I think half because this is just a controller, not like a standalone. A standalone probably costs a little more, but other than that, it's pretty affordable, and to me, and it's like something new, and it's something new to do if you're a Fender fan as well too. And I mean, you got the, let's see, I do like the 16 more because it's the traditional 4x4, like for like beat making as well too. Although that 32 will look interesting as well too, especially with keyboard. But one reason I wouldn't do it, I already got the keys right here. But other than that, this look good. What you think about this equipment right here? If you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Well, like my reaction, well, like more like my look into this, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T signing off, my love.